Listening to music makes exercise easier. That is in my opinion, well, it is my opinion, but it isn't only my opinion, it's actually scientific fact. Studies have proven that exercise is easier and you will go faster if you listen to music. So that answers that question. End of video. Well, not exactly. It's worth exploring why music makes you go faster, how you can use music to improve your performance, and also some of the risks associated with using music while exercising. First, let's look at the science of why music helps you perform better. As I said at the beginning, the science on this is pretty definitive. Studies such as one in 2003 by Atkinson, Wilson and Eubank, and another psychological study in 2020 have proved that high-tempo music helps improve your physical performance, decrease the perceived exertion, and also increase the enjoyment of the physical activity. You can read those studies if you want to in the links down below this video, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button while you're down there. How music does this is dependent on the situation and the participant, but it's generally some combination of the following. Distraction from pain and monotony. All exercise, but endurance exercise in particular, is about overcoming pain and keeping going for longer. And music helps you distract you from that pain and reduce the monotony, allowing you to do exactly that. Sync your movements to the beat. Humans are hardwired to respond to rhythm. We tap our toes to music, we bob our heads along, and you can do the same with your running. Picking music of the right tempo to suit your pace can help you more easily hold that pace while running. Improves your mood. Everyone knows it's easier to get out for an exercise session when you're feeling happy than it is when you're feeling a bit down. And music can help alter your mood and make exercise more enjoyable and therefore more sustainable. Just maybe don't listen to Adele. So when and how should you use music? Well, using the right music at the right time can have a big effect. Generally speaking, if you're going for a longer, more sustained effort, you want music that you like, that can distract you from the pain, the monotony of the long session. So think songs that you like to sing along to, and sing along in your head, or not in your head if you don't mind people giving you funny looks. If you're going for a harder session, then picking something more upbeat and up-tempo can help you push along and push a little bit harder. Just beware of going too upbeat, because generally more than about 150 beats per minute can be hard to sustain and actually have the opposite effect of motivating you. And as we have said, music can help alter your mood. So using music that inspires you or reminds you of motivational moments can help you push a little bit harder and get fired up for a session. In fact, this is one of the most important uses of music for sports. Music can change your arousal level and get it to an optimal level for high performance. For example, if you're feeling tired or lazy, some good music can get you motivated and pumped and fired up for that session. Similarly, if you're feeling anxious and over-aroused before a race, some calming music can help bring you down and keep your anxiety levels at more manageable levels. There's also some evidence that music can help with recovery after a hard session. A hard session can leave you feeling wired and overstimulated, and some calming music can bring you back down, bring that heart rate down, and get that recovery process starting a little sooner. Now, there are some considerations when it comes to using music for exercise. Some of them are obvious and some of them less so. The first and most obvious one is situational awareness. In order to stay safe in an outdoor environment where there's all kinds of dangers, you have to be aware of what's going on around you for your safety and others. Now, there are some ways around this, such as bone conducting headphones, which leave your ears free to detect any dangers, or even just keeping one earbud out. But generally, you just need to use some common sense and use your music where it's safe to do so. Another fairly obvious point is hearing damage. While a lot of modern earphones have some volume limiters, not all of them do, and it is possible to increase the volume to dangerous levels. It's quite possible while you're exercising to slowly bump up the volume every time a nice song comes on, and by the end of it you realize that it was actually way too loud. There is also some evidence that hearing damage is more likely when exercising hard, because decreased blood flow to your inner ear can make damage more likely from loud music. Another factor to consider is your ability to listen to your body's cues on effort and intensity, being able to hear your foot strikes and listen to your breathing rate is quite important and a skill that you need to master for race day and judging your pace. So don't listen to music in every session that you do. Which leads us on to another important point when it comes to music. You can become reliant on it. A lot of races don't allow you to use music. While some running races will allow you to wear headphones, most triathlons won't let you use them at all. And you don't want to be so reliant on finding your tempo and your rhythm that you need your music to do that you can't do it on race day. You don't want that disadvantage on race day when you've struggled to find your zone because you don't have your favorite tunes playing. So train the way you will race and leave your music at home, at least for some of your sessions. Well, I hope we've given you something to think about there. Do you run with music? Leave your comments down below. I go through phases. Sometimes I always run with music and I look at people without any music and I think, oh, you're missing out on so much enjoyment you could be having while running. And then I go through phases where I don't use earphones at all and I look at people with earphones in and I think, you guys are missing out on so much enjoyment of soaking in the running. I guess it's up to everybody. Don't forget to hit the like button if you've enjoyed this video and subscribe to GTN for more triathlon related content.